Hi, I'm Grace from Virtual Fitness TV. Today we going on a cycle tour in Amsterdam. This video is designed for indoor cycling or walking. Now get ready. Welcome to Amsterdam, the capital of the Netherlands. Amsterdam is located in the Dutch province of North Holland, where the Amstel and I flow into the IJsselmeer, directly one behind the other. The city is colloquially referred to as the Venice of the North, attributed by the large number of canals, which form a UNESCO World Heritage Site. In Amsterdam there are 165 canals, with a total length of 50 kilometers, while Venice in Italy has only about 150. On the left side you can see the Court of Justice on the IJdock. It is an artificial peninsula. The exterior of the building, which is so cool and abstract, is equipped with Chinese marble all around and wooden coffered ceilings. Amsterdam is built on hundreds of thousands of spruce trunks, an average of 40 are under each house, 13,600 under the Royal Palace. The piles were driven 11 meters deep into the muddy subsoil, because only then is there a layer of sand that is stable enough to support the building. The wooden piles have to be completely submerged. In the open air they would rot within a few years. Amsterdam has long enjoyed a reputation as a bike-friendly city. Over 60% of the population ride a bike every day. There are about 3 bikes for every car on the road. Have a look at the other side of the water. The unusual building is the Eiffel Museum. It was opened by the Queen in April 2012. The museum is located on the waterfront of Amsterdam and can be reached by ferry from the central station. The film museum has become a major attraction in the city. It stands out from the architecture between the docks and is reminiscent of a spaceship in the middle of Amsterdam. In front of you, you can see the Amsterdam Central Station. It is the largest railway station in Amsterdam. Amsterdam Centrals was designed by Dutch architect Pierre Cuypers and opened in 1889. The station was built on 3 interconnected artificial islands in the lake. The 3 islands were built into the eye, at the level of the former mouth of the Amstel. The material used for this was the sand from the dunes near IJmuiden, which had accumulated during the construction of the North Sea Canal. The station stands on 9,000 wooden piles. Amsterdam Central is the second busiest railway station after Utrecht Central. Since 1997, the station has been continuously undergoing reconstruction works because of the development of the North-South line of the Amsterdam Metro. The line was fully completed in 2018. The railway station is used by 192,000 passengers a day. Every year, around 20 million tourists visit the capital of the Netherlands. Amsterdam is home to the highest number of nationalities out of any city in the world. There are 180 nationalities. Although Amsterdam is the capital of the Netherlands, the government is located in The Hague. Amsterdam is one of the most romantic and beautiful cities in Europe. Historical sites, museums, and the Amsterdam canals are world famous. A canal tour is fascinating and relaxing, and at night it is romantic, with illuminated houses and bridges. Have a look at the green building in front of you. This is the famous Nemo Science Center. The architecture of the Nemo Science Center is spectacular. It contains 5 floors of hands-on science exhibitions and is the largest science center in the Netherlands. The building, built in 1997 by Renzo Piano, stands on the foundations of the I-tunnel. It forms the entrance to the tunnel and is often compared to a ship. The Nemo hosts many experiments and exhibitions in its huge green hull on the Oosterdock. The exhibition contains exhibits from all areas of science. The focus is on hands-on experiments, as well as technical and biological education for children, but also for adults. One interesting aspect of Amsterdam is that, while the city is below sea level, It is above the water, thanks to its famous canal system, and support wooden piles. Marvel at the amazing buildings of the city. Do you know that the city has exactly 1,281 bridges? Also more than Venice in Italy. And there are a total of 75 museums in Amsterdam. Here you can marvel at the beautiful lights of the city, and feel the magic of these breathtaking views. Enjoy the wonderful view over the skyline, and have a look at the church in front of you. It is the Basilica of St. Nicholas. It is located on the Old Center district of Amsterdam. This Roman Catholic church was built between 1884 and 1887. The architect Adrianus Blages designed the church, bases on a combination of several revival styles. Here we are at the Montelbaanstoren Tower. It is a tower on bank of the Udeskens, a canal in Amsterdam. The tower was built in 1516 on the Oude Schans, which is also called Montelbaanstoren, and belonged to the 16th century as part of the medieval city wall, and serves as a guard tower over the port facilities. From 1606 the tower was no longer used for its original purpose, and was given a wooden spire designed by the architect Hendrik de Keyser, including a clock with a striking mechanism. Since that time the tower has been 48 meters high. By the way, popularly it is nicknamed Mal Yap, which stems from the inaccuracy of the clock, and its striking in the 17th century. The Dutch painter Rembrandt lived near the tower for a long time, and drew it several times without its top. There are more than 2,500 houseboats in Amsterdam. These floating houses are located along the canals and the Amstel River, and are built on a concrete pontoon. They have everything that a normal house has: bathroom, kitchen, and living room. By the way, do you know that in Amsterdam, stray cats live on a ship called de Ponzenboot? Here they are cared for by volunteers. All of Amsterdam's cycle paths have a total length of 400 kilometers. An infinite number of bicycles are slumbering in Amsterdam's canals. Of the 25,000 bicycles that end up in the water every year, only 8,000 are recovered. Have you ever noticed that many houses are inclined sloping? This is because these houses used to be warehouses, where goods were stored and pulled up. In order not to damage the building, when goods were pulled up, these houses were built at a slight angle. Enjoy this relaxing part of the tour, where we take you through the streets of Amsterdam in the dark. The wonderful white building on the other side of the water is the National Maritime Museum. In Dutch het Scheepvaartmuseum. It is a maritime museum, and it contains many artifacts associated with shipping and sailing. Since 1973, the museum has been located in the Zeemagazine, Sea Magazine, the former magazine of the Amsterdam Admiralty. This monumental building was designed by Daniel Stalpaert and originally served as a warehouse. It has a full-size replica of a Dutch trading ship docked on a pier. Originating as a small fishing village in the late 12th century, Amsterdam became one of the most important ports in the world during the Dutch Golden Age of the 17th century, and became the leading center for finance and trade. The most stolen item in Amsterdam is the bicycle. Around 100,000 bicycles are stolen here every year. Amsterdam was once surrounded by defensive walls. In the Middle Ages, the walls were meant to defend the city against an attack. The walls were torn down in the 19th century, but remains can be seen while you cruise the canals. From flower to antique markets, you can find 38 markets in Amsterdam. Do you know that Amsterdam has the most carillons in the world? You can find 8 of them in the city, and most of them date back to the Golden Age. Here you can see the National Maritime Museum again from the other side. A few of Amsterdam's notable residents throughout history include painters Rembrandt and Van Gogh, the diarist Anne Frank, and philosopher Baruch Spinoza. Another interesting fact of the city is that some houses are so narrow because the facade width was used as a basis for taxing real estate. The narrowest house in Amsterdam is located at Oud Hoogstraat 22 and is only 2 meters wide and 5 meters deep. The house on Single 7 has the narrowest facade with a width of only 1 meter. Take a minute to marvel at the beautiful illuminated buildings in the background. The lights dips the houses in a wonderful golden color. Now this is the end of our tour. We hope you enjoyed our tour through Amsterdam, the city of so many canals, and that you learned some interesting facts about this amazing place.